In this podcast episode, Jordan Peterson sits down with Dr. Iain McGilchrist to delve into the complexities of hemispheric specialization and its implications on human cognition and perception. Dr. McGilchrist, a renowned neuropsychiatrist and author of The Master and His Emissary, brings his expertise on the relationship between the left and right hemispheres of the brain to the discussion, shedding light on how these two distinct regions shape our understanding of the world. Dr. McGilchrist explains that the duality of hemispheric specialization is not a mere construct, but a fundamental aspect of human cognition. The left hemisphere, with its reductive proclivity, tends to simplify and categorize information, while the right hemisphere takes a more holistic approach, perceiving the world in its entirety. The corpus callosum, a band of fibers that connects the two hemispheres, plays a crucial role in mediating their interactions, allowing for the exchange of essential information while preventing interference. Both Peterson and Dr. McGilchrist agree that attention is a valuing process, shaping how we perceive and interact with the world. Dr. McGilchrist emphasizes that the way we attend to things is influenced by our values, leading to a unique perspective on reality. This interplay between attention and morality highlights the intricate relationship between cognitive processes and ethical considerations. Peterson introduces a concept of hierarchical mapping of knowledge, where information is processed through different strata, from patterns in the world to behavioral mapping, imagination, and linguistic abstraction. This framework illustrates how our understanding of reality evolves from sensory perception to conceptualization and linguistic representation, with each level building upon the previous one. Dr. McGilchrist discusses the left hemisphere's tendency towards confabulation, where it fabricates explanations based on limited information and preconceived notions. This propensity for over-reasoning and simplification can lead to ideological reductionism, where complex social phenomena are reduced to simplistic victim-victimizer narratives. Peterson highlights how ideologies like Marxism rely on algorithmic thinking to explain societal dynamics, offering a streamlined but often flawed perspective on human behavior. Contrary to the left hemisphere's emphasis on rationality and abstraction, Dr. McGilchrist underscores the importance of intuition and unconscious processing in shaping our perceptions. He argues that our unconscious mind holds a wealth of knowledge and insights that go beyond conscious reasoning, urging us to trust our intuitive faculties and embrace the complexity of human experience. As the conversation delves into the cultural landscape, Peterson and Dr. McGilchrist explore how cognitive preferences influence societal trends and ideological movements. They examine the allure of oversimplified narratives and the dangers of ideological dogma, emphasizing the need for nuanced thinking and a balanced approach to understanding complex issues. In his exploration of epistemology, Dr. McGilchrist examines the different avenues through which we seek truth. He discusses the roles of science, reason, intuition, and imagination in our quest for knowledge. He emphasizes the limitations of each approach and argues for a balanced integration of multiple perspectives to arrive at a more comprehensive understanding of truth. Moving on to ontology, Dr. McGilchrist delves into the concept of the coincidence of opposites. He explores the interplay between opposing forces, such as yin and yang, and how this dynamic balance is essential for a deeper understanding of reality. He draws parallels between ancient philosophies and modern scientific theories to highlight the interconnectedness of all things. Dr. McGilchrist delves into the importance of values and purpose in philosophy. He argues that values are not mere constructs, but essential aspects of our connection to reality. He challenges the notion that life is devoid of purpose and explores the deeper meaning behind our existence. Drawing on mythological themes, Dr. McGilchrist discusses the concept of Luciferian intelligence as a symbol of intellectual pride and overreach. He highlights the dangers of allowing the left hemisphere to dominate our thinking, leading to a distorted view of reality and a sense of entitlement. He emphasizes the importance of humility and balance in our pursuit of knowledge. Dr. McGilchrist references Milton's Paradise Lost as a cautionary tale of the consequences of intellectual hubris. He warns against the temptation to usurp power and knowledge without humility and reverence for the mysteries of existence. He calls for a reevaluation of our relationship with the intellect and a return to a more balanced and integrated approach to understanding the world. Dr. McGilchrist discusses the different types of attention, pointing out that there is a predatory form of attention that focuses on a specific goal, often at the expense of other potential observations. This type of attention can limit our understanding of the world and lead to a narrow, utilitarian view of reality. In contrast, there is another form of attention that is more generous and open, allowing for a deeper appreciation of the complexities and nuances of the world. Dr. McGilchrist uses the example of a mountain to illustrate how different forms of attention can shape our perception of reality. He explains how the Norsemen, the Picts, artists, geologists, and physicists all see the mountain in different ways based on their unique perspectives and intentions. This demonstrates how the way we attend to things can influence what we find and how we interpret the world around us. Attention is not just a cognitive process, but also a moral act, according to Dr. McGilchrist. He argues that the way we attend to things can have moral implications, as it reflects our values and priorities. By practicing mindfulness and being open to different possibilities, we can cultivate a more ethical approach to attention that allows for a deeper understanding of the world and our place in it. Dr. McGilchrist also touches on the role of intention in attention, suggesting that our intentions shape the way we attend to things and ultimately influence our perception of reality. By being mindful of our intentions and values, we can cultivate a more ethical and holistic approach to attention that allows for a richer and more nuanced understanding of the world. Drawing on the stories of the Old Testament, Dr. McGilchrist highlights the importance of attention in shaping our perception of reality. He discusses how the monotheistic hypothesis presented in the Old Testament emphasizes the unity of all things and the importance of attending to what is properly put in the highest place. By orienting our attention towards the divine and the relational aspects of existence, we can move towards a more harmonious and balanced way of being in the world. Dr. McGilchrist highlights the importance of intuition and spiritual calling in guiding individuals towards a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. He draws parallels between the stories of Noah, Abraham, and the Tower of Babel, emphasizing the role of intuition in recognizing societal instability and the need for a higher purpose. Dr. McGilchrist introduces the concept of flow, a state of being in sync with the natural rhythm of life. He compares this to the idea of play, where individuals must be fully present and responsive to the demands of the moment. He emphasizes the importance of moving with the flow of life, rather than grasping or opposing it, in order to achieve a sense of harmony and fulfillment. Dr. McGilchrist reflects on the challenge of presenting complex and deep ideas in a world that values simplicity and efficiency. He discusses his experience writing The Matter with Things, a book that delves into the philosophical implications of his hemisphere theory. Despite initial resistance to its length and complexity, the book has been well received, suggesting that people are hungry for challenging and thought-provoking content. Dr. McGilchrist touches on the importance of transcendence and ritual in spiritual practice. He criticizes the trend towards making religious practices more accessible and welcoming, arguing that true spiritual growth requires a sense of awe and reverence for the transcendent. He warns against diluting core beliefs and rituals in an attempt to cater to modern sensibilities, emphasizing the need for a deeper connection to the divine.